we can't just silence ourselves about. It's like we're unconditionally taught as humans not to talk about the things that are affecting us, especially when it comes to grief. You know, when it comes to our loved ones gone, we got to stop the stigma and start bringing voice to those people. I'm not saying it doesn't hurt, but the more voice we can bring to our loved ones gone, the more possibility it will help get somebody else through another day, another moment, even another hour. And so the idea behind Sabali is it went around the country and it gave those that were grieving a place to be able to mark that loved one. They could bring ashes or memories or photographs of their loved ones gone, and they could add those to those memorial walls.
Yeah, I've been through a lot of really bad things in life. I left home at 15. I went through a lot of sexual abuse. I went through, my family being alcoholics and, the physical abuse. And 15 years old, I set out on the road and I didn't turn back. At 17, I was pregnant. 18, I had my son. Being out on the road for all them years, life's hard. You do things that you're not always proud of. You do whatever it takes to take care of your kid. And so I did that. And I did it well. And I got a new mission, and that's helping. That's helping without judgment. That's helping without expecting anything back except for going to bed at night knowing that tomorrow could be a better day for that person. So that's the suicide awareness bus for me. Corey's amazing. It really is.
This whole thing is a mission. I mean, you can't go out firsthand and pick somebody up. And you feel that feeling when you pick somebody up and you help them with the circumstances that they're going through, that appreciation that you see in their eyes. I can't tell you the overwhelming feeling that we get from those memorial walls as people come up and you see a release in their heart and their soul as they walk away from that bus. And that is something that I truly can't describe, and that's why we've made it our life's mission to designate the rest of our lives to doing this for other people.
The suicide awareness bus, I put my sweat, tears, and blood, my heart, and my soul into that bus. When I met that bus, that became my life, my mission, and I put everything that I was into that bus. It made it extravagant, and it caught people's attention. From a distance, you get those fingers, look at that hippie bus, But it would approach it, they drive by it, they walk up to it. It didn't matter whether they're civilians, military, police officers, it didn't matter. They would come up to it and their mouths would just drop in awe. Seeing the names, the rest in peace, the notes from the moms and the dads that lost their son or daughter to suicide, being written on the walls of this bus, and then the sparkle kits that we provided for people to actually bring their loved ones' ashes. Corey would take the ashes and we would allow these people to choose, whether they wanted a color paint or whether it was clear, if the sparkles were color sparkle. And we would mix those ashes into it, and they could either paint their loved ones onto that bus or Corey would do it for them. Suicide awareness bus was a beautiful thing, and it helped a lot of people. A lot of people.
The rear brakes, they caught on fire in motion. It was a skinny area on the 101. There was no place to pull over. By the time we were able to find a place to pull over, frantically could get 4 humans and 4 dogs off of that bus was engulfed in flames as fast as we could get off of it.
It was a really hard day. Very emotional day. We were driving down the road. We were on the 101 in Washington. And next thing I know, I got Corey and our 2 crew members screaming at me to get off the bus, get off the bus, get off the bus, get off the bus. And like, I didn't know what was happening. All I knew was like, I need to get off the bus now. And so like, I left everything behind, my phone, my purse, everything. I grabbed my dog and jumped off the bus, ran to the front of the bus, you know, went out the front door. And as soon as I went out the front door, that's when the fire, I guess, really took off and like the explosions started to happen. It was like something out of a movie. By the time the fire department had reached us, like the bus had just been engulfed in flames. It really was like something out of a movie. You know, we had an explosion back by the rear tire, and then it was like the first diesel tank exploded, and then it was another fuel tank that exploded, and then we had a 100-pound propane tank on board, and that exploded. And when that exploded, all the windows shot out. Like, it was pretty intense. You know, for me, you know, it wasn't just the loss of all my belongings that kind of like hurt me, but it was all those memories and the trinkets and the ashes and the names. That was horrifying. It was heartbreaking for me. And that was probably the hardest part about losing Sabali, was losing all those memories. When the suicide awareness bus burned, you know, we stopped all outlets for people to be able to donate. You know, we kind of took that off the public view, but we do still have like Cash App, and we have Venmo. You know, we have people reach out that are wanting to help, whether it's via them doing their own little fundraiser, because they really believe in what we're doing.
So our 90-day goal is to be able to purchase a new bus, which we found here in Phoenix, Arizona through AAA Bus Sales. They've offered us a significant discount at $5,000 to be able to roll the new bus off the lot. So our goal here has been able to save that within 90 days, plus the sales tax, registration, and insurance. And then from there, the unfolding of the suicide awareness bus over time, our next goal will to be going to work and raising X amount of dollars, which we feel will be around the $5,000 mark, to be able to paint the backdrop, frame the inside, and make it to where it's comfortable to be able to roll this mission again around the country.